So much of it, they're doing it again. I know.
That's right.
It's been 25 years since Long Island native Ralph Macchio stole hearts and became an international sensation as the Karate Kid.
Who could forget that? Well, now that kid is all grown up with a wife and kids of his own and a resume a mile long. Ralph, happy pre-45th birthday. 47th birthday.
No, probably maybe someone less, somewhere in there. Not 30th.
But you still had that baby face. I mean,
try
after
to
all
keep
these
it.
years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully your wife has grown at aged at the same rate.
Absolutely. No, she looks better than me. She always stays one step above.
In the notes, it was funny. One of the first things I read is you have a child who's getting ready to go off to college.
Yes. We are in the midst of the...
So she's a senior.
She's a senior in high school.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of the... There's Julia, yes.
Oh, adorable. What does she want to study?
That's your wife or your daughter?
No, that's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Because I was saying, if it's your wife, you're right. She's aging extremely well.
Extremely well, exactly. She wants to go in as a dance major. She's a competition dancer. She's fantastic. And she also likes psychology and some other things. So we're in the midst of all that craziness now.
Is the acting, is that anything she's at all interested in?
Yeah,
a little bit here and there?
As well.
Does she get how famous you were when that movie first came out and still continues?
Yes, I think so. I think so. Both my kids, my son as well. I mean, one of my favorite moments with my son, I guess I don't remember exactly his age, but when he found a whole bunch of press clippings and stuff and just, sort of said, wow, Dad was huge and we missed it. So now being on Ugly Betty this year, they're having fun. They say, oh, well, this is fun.
Yeah, do they love Ugly Betty?
Yes.
And you've got a recurring role, and that was supposed to be just a one-scene thing.
Yeah, it was one scene.
You were so daggone good, they had to make you...
I guess they had to do something. No, it was a lot of fun, and we kept it going. I started last season, and we've been shooting through this season, and it's been a blast. I love the show and the people involved, and we really had a lot of fun.
Is it weird watching how things have changed over the years? I mean, because we do a lot of stuff on this show on reality television only because it's just become sort of the...
Because that's so much of TV.
Yeah, what do you think of the way things have changed over the years?
Well, I think it's, you don't have a choice but to follow the way the media has changed, and this sort of, the advent of YouTube has created people wanting real, and,
even if it's not real.
Even if it's not real, of course, it's all manufactured to an extent. Some of it is, certainly not that clip of the poor child, but other elements are, and so finding the marriage between entertainment and it not feeling that it's completely manufactured is I think what everybody's aiming for.
Would you have ever allowed cameras into your home to follow your family's lives?
Not my family. I mean, I've been in discussion about unscripted ideas before, but as far as having an argument over French toast or eggs in the morning and what dog should we get, I think there are smarter ideas, and I'm investigating those. But
original content. I was reading. You want, and speaking of that though, there are plans now to bring back the Karate Kid and a remake of it.
Yeah, they're shooting it as we speak, I think.
Will Smith's son.
Will Smith, and Jackie Chan, and I think they're shooting as we speak. I don't know. I'm not involved with the project much. I did speak to Will. He wanted to make sure I was all cool. He's your baby. I just want to make sure he's a sweet, great guy. And yeah, I mean, I'm starved for original content, original scripted content. So the influx of remake over remake and movies based on childhood toys and board games are less interesting to me, but that is a story in all fairness that can be retold again, and if they reimagine it, and that's why, let them make it.
It will be done well, that.
Yeah,
We're also hearing a lot lately about child stars, and they're describing what their past was like. It involves drug use and alcohol and those kind of things. It seemed like you sort of escaped that route.
Yeah, I always say I'm the anti-E True Hollywood story. I've been married for 20 years and 2
wrong
kids.
With you?
Yeah, I know. We need that scandal, but
was it hard to avoid that, or did you?
I think it is seductive to get drawn into all that stuff, but I've always home-based outside. I guess I have to credit my upbringing, my family, and my own sensibilities. I've always lived outside of it all, even in the heat of
it was your job, not
exactly.
Your life.
And I was also older than I looked, which I'm continually trying to maintain. But so I always joke I played 16 for 28 years. But so I think that added to it. I didn't get into it when I was actually 15. I just looked 15.
Well, it's great to see you.
Terrific. You too as well.
Really
fun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
All the best to you. And up next, the things your doctor doesn't tell you and why, right after this.